going back to my personal practice as a yogi, and it may sound a little bit off-putting, but the word that I so frequently fall back on when I'm taking time to practice for myself is to be selfish. In a way that, you know, you spend a lot of your day caring for others, your family, your friends, your dog, maybe children, maybe you don't, but it's always important to take time for yourself. For me, yoga has been that escape and that opportunity to take care of myself, can be more adept at helping others. Big part of my life and what I do. So having, you know, anywhere from 20 minutes to an hour and a half for yourself is so vital and so important. So tuning in, and you can obviously use whatever words you'd like, but some sort of self-care for you, taking this time to be a little selfish. So nice tall spine to start. Focus internally. Second, focusing on the breath. Inhales and exhales. Start to slow that breath down. Expanding your breath three-dimensionally. On your next inhale, bring that right foot up and over your left knee, wrapping your elbows around your right knee and giving your knee a little hug. With each breath, trying to deepen that squeeze, keeping your spine nice and tall. On your next inhale, plant that right hand behind your sacrum. Exhale, left elbow to the outer edge of the right knee, over that right shoulder, seated twist. On your next inhale, come back to center. Step that right leg up and over the left knee and switch the legs out. So right heel comes to the left. Left heel comes up and over that right knee. Inhale, a nice tall spine. Exhale, hug it in. Trying to slow it down a little bit today, deepening these poses. On your next inhale, plant that left hand behind your sacrum. Exhale, right elbow to the outer edge of the left knee. And twist, lifting your gaze over that left shoulder. Inhale, come back to center, release that bind. Sending your left leg out in front of you. Bend bending your right hip into internal rotation. Now here, you need the assistance of a block or a foam board, and place that underneath your sacrum here to give yourself a little bit of a lift to sit into this half hero pose. Okay, so that right heel coming to the outer edge of your mat, trying to tuck it in as close to your glute and sitting up as tall as you can. Your weight's going to want to shift to the left and keep your hips unlevel. Try and sit into that right hip as much as you can. Inhale, nice tall spine. And slowly start to recline backwards as you walk your hands behind the back edge of the mat. I've had a little practice with this today. So if it's accessible and you can come down to your forearms, your elbows. Great. If not, that's okay. Wherever you find yourself on your next inhale, meet up with a nice tall spine. Exhale, right leg long. Inhale up nice and tall. And on your exhale, bend that left heel into the left heel. Half hero on the opposite side. Again, working to stay nice and tall, square as they can be. And slowly start to walk your hands back. You may notice differences in your left and right side. Just paying attention to those differences, respecting those differences, and working with what your body's able to tolerate. Deepening with each breath. On your next inhale, meet back on the palms of your hands, nice tall spine. Exhale, send that left leg long. From here, bring both heels and toes together. Knees go wide. Butterfly. Nice and tall with your inhale. On your exhale, try and force those knees down towards the ground, opening up the adductors. On your next inhale, arms come up overhead. Exhale, hinge at the hips, reaching as you can on your exhale. Stay here for a few more breaths. With each exhale, try and deepen that forward fold. On your next inhale, nice tall spine. Exhale, swing the legs around for a tabletop position. I'll try and mute everybody here. Okay, so we'll meet back at tabletop. From here, placing the right fingertips behind your head, softly on the base of your spine. Inhale, Lengthen the spine, and on your exhale, bring that right elbow up towards the sky. A little variation on threading the needle. Stay here for a breath. And on your exhale, bring that right elbow down towards the left. Inhale, right elbow comes up high. Exhale, bring it down to the left elbow. Inhale up high. Exhale, crunch it down. 2 more here. Inhale, twist and open. Exhale, crunch it down. Last one. Exhale, crunch it down. Plant the right hand firmly on the mat. Interlace, or not interlace, just place the left fingertips behind the head. Inhale, left elbow comes high. Exhale, crunch it down, left elbow to the right. Inhale, up high. Exhale, crunch it down. 3 more here. Last one. Planting that left hand down alongside the right. On your next inhale, send the right fingertips up along with the left heel. Exhale, reaching your fingertips towards the top of your mat and kicking that left heel back, keeping your spine as straight as you can. So if you could draw a line from those right fingertips down to the left heel. Staying engaged through the core. Left glute is turned on, trying to keep your hips square to the mat. And hold here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly release down to tabletop. On your next inhale, left fingertips come high, right heel kicks back. Spine is nice and long. Pressing firmly through that right palm. Right glute is engaged. Hips are square to the mat. Nice straight spine. Staying here engaged. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly lower down the tabletop. From here, untuck the toes, send the hips high, downward facing dog. Pedal it out from side to side. On your next inhale, send the right leg high. Slow and controlled, sweep it through. Planting your foot between your hands, keeping your hands down on the mat. Gaze comes forward and we'll start to rock back and forth along your toes. Getting a little mobility in through the ankles here. Hands stay firmly planted on the earth. Trying to keep your spine nice and straight. From that left heel all the way up to the crown of your head. Plant the hands, step that right foot back. Shift your hips up high, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg comes high. Exhale, step it through. Low crescent lunge here, and the same on the opposite side. Keeping that right leg elongated, rocking back and forth on your toes, getting motion through the ankle. Plant firmly through the hands, send the left leg back. Exhale, slowly lower down to chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Stay here for a breath or two, really pressing through the palms. All 10 fingertips, sending your chest back towards the tops of your thighs. You're spiraling the elbows in together as if you're trying to point your thumbs towards the top of the earth, top of the mat. From here, inhale, right leg comes high. Exhale, step it through. Lowering down that left knee, untucking the left toes. Inhale, come up, palms to the top of that right knee. Sinking deeper into the lunge. Elongating that left hip flexor, left quad. Inhale, shift back. Arms come back into goalpost. Exhale, send it forward, deepening the lunge. Stay here for a few breaths. Again, keeping those hips square, so driving the right hip back, left hip comes forward. Inhale, shift the weight back. Arms come up for goalpost. Exhale, one more forward. See if you can deepen it just a little bit more. Inhale, plant your hands, untuck the left toes, raise that left knee up. Exhale, send the right leg back. Hips come up for downward facing dog. Inhale, shift your weight forward for high plank. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down. On your next inhale, left leg comes high. Exhale, step it through between your hands, planting that right knee on the mat, untucking the right toes. Inhale, hands come up to the knee, your left knee, sinking deeper into that lunge. Inhale, shift back, arms come up to goalpost. Exhale, deepen the lunge. Inhale, shift back, arms come up. Exhale, forward. Again, keeping those hips square. This time your left is being driven back towards the back side of the mat while your right side is pressing forward. Inhale, shift your weight back, goalpost arms. Exhale, see if you can find new depth in this lunge. On your next inhale, plant your hands on the mat, untuck the right toes, raise the right knee, step the left leg back. Exhale, slowly lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, send the hips high, downward facing. On your next inhale, send the left leg high. Exhale, step it forward. Open up, drop that right heel towards the mat, warrior two. Staying deep in that lunge into the front left knee, making sure the knee's not out over the toes. Gaze is out over those left fingertips. Staying actively engaged through your inner thighs as if you're trying to drive that left heel back and the inner edge of your right foot forward. Got a nice little pelvic reset there. Inhale, nice tall spine. On your exhale, reverse the warrior. Left fingertips go high, maintaining that lunge. Don't lose the lunge in the front left knee. Elongating that left side body. Staying here for a few breaths. Holding that lunge. Inhale, come back up, warrior two. Exhale, left elbow comes down to the inner edge of your left knee. Right fingertips go high. Extended side angle. From here, it's important not to hunch forward, keeping engaged and creating some space in that left hip that'll allow you to elongate further through your spine, still opening up, spiraling those right fingertips high. On your next inhale, keeping the lunge, coming back to warrior two. Exhale, point both toes towards the right edge of the mat. Inhale, interlace your fingers behind your head, and on your exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Fist comes up towards the sky, head drops low. Taking a slight bend in the knees if you need. Allowing your low back to open up. Shoulders are pressed away from your ears. Letting go of any tension in your jaw, your neck. Shake the head out, yes or no. Maybe a little of both. Circles. On your inhale, unlock your fingertips. Exhale, slowly halfway lift. Nice tall spine, nice straight spine here. On your next inhale, taking the peace fingers and wrapping them around your big toes. Exhale, pulling the elbows out wide, pulling down through the big toes and deepening that forward fold. Couple more breaths here. On your next inhale, slowly come up to a halfway lift. Exhale, heel toe your feet towards the back edge of your mat, sinking into that lunge, opening up for warrior two the opposite way. Again, nice and strong through your feet, trying to split that mat apart, pressing the inner edge of your left foot towards your right heel driving back towards that left foot. Gaze is out over the right fingertips this time. Inhale, nice tall spine. Exhale, right fingertips come high, reversing the warrior. Maintaining that lunge in the front right knee. Sending length into your right ribs, your right intercostals. Couple more breaths here. Inhale, come back up, warrior two. Exhale, right elbow to the inner edge of your right knee. Fingertips come down to the earth. Left hand goes high, extended side angle. Maintaining the lunge in that right knee. On your next inhale, come back up, warrior two. Exhale, point the toes towards that. Now it'll be your left side of the mat. Inhale, go post arms. Exhale, sit low for goddess. Just challenging yourself here to see how low you can sit into this wide-legged stance. Try to lift the toes up off the mat, really sitting into the heels. On your next exhale, let it all go. Open up nice and big, star pose. Toes are pointed out at a 45-degree angle. Fingertips are spread nice and wide, reaching towards the sky. On your next inhale, rotate to the left. Exhale, plant your hands on the mat. Step the left leg back, lower down. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. On your next inhale, slowly walk towards the top of your mat. Exhale, forward fold. Toes and heels are together. Inhale, come up halfway. Nice straight spine here. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, root to rise, come all the way up. Exhale, hands to hearts. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, slow and controlled, hinge at the hips, fold all the way down. Inhale, sit your hips back. Exhale, send the arms up overhead, chair pose. Again, here, challenging yourself to really sit back into your heels. Trying to peel your toes, all 10 toes up off the mat. Will help you engage a little bit further into your seat. Challenging yourself to extend those arms up towards the sky. Heart and chest are shining forward. Inhale, hands come to heart center. Exhale, twist to the right. Left elbow comes to the outer edge of your right knee. Staying here for 2 more breaths. Feel the burn in the quads. Inhale, slowly release. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sit the hips back. Exhale, arms come up overhead, back into chair. Inhale, hands to heart center. And on your exhale, planting firmly through your left foot. Slow and controlled, step the right foot back. Exhale, arms overhead, high crescent lunge. Starting to get the shakes here. On your next inhale, hinge at the hips. Exhale, single leg standing mountain pose. Right knee comes up to 90. On your next inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, kick that right heel back, hinging at the hips, trying to keep your hips square. Finding that focal point on the earth, warrior three. If your arms out overhead are a little too challenging, you can bring your hands to heart center. It's okay if it's a little wobbly, you lose your balance. Nobody's watching. On your next inhale, come back up to a single leg stance. So right knee still at 90-90. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, left arm comes high, right arm comes down low, and your palms facing away from your body. Bend that right knee, kicking your right heel towards your butt, grabbing the inner edge of your right foot, okay? So left fingertips are stretched up nice and tall, right hand grasping the inner edge of your right foot. On your inhale, extend tall, reaching those fingertips high. On your exhale, kicking into your right hand, losing it here. Extending, hinging forward at the hips, opening up for dancer's pose. Exhale, let it go, come back up to stand. Inhale, arms come up overhead. Exhale, fold. Inhale, plant your hands, step it back. Exhale, slowly lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Next, inhale, slowly walking towards the top of your mat. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, up halfway. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, root to rise. Mountain pose. Exhale, hands to hearts. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, hinge at the hips. Forward fold. Inhale, sit your hips back, and on your exhale, arms come up overhead, chair pose. On your next inhale, hands to heart center. Exhale, right elbow to the outer edge of your left knee for a twisted chair. Staying here for 2 more breaths. Really deepening that twist with each exhale. On your next inhale, come back to center. Exhale, let it go, forward fold. Inhale, arm up overhead. Exhale, sit back into the chair. Inhale, hands to heart center. On your exhale, planting firmly through the right foot. Stepping the left foot back. Exhale, open up, high crescent. On your next inhale, hands to heart center, hinge the hips forward. Exhale, single leg mountain pose. Left knee comes up to 90. Finding that focal point, help with your stability. Inhale, arms overhead. On the exhale, send the left heel back, hinging at the hips. Warrior 3. Again, for me, I'm more comfortable with the hands at heart center. Try to stay here. 1 more breath. Lost it. On your next inhale, come back up. Single leg standing mountain pose. Inhale, left palm comes out to your left side. Right arm comes high. Kicking your left foot back, grabbing the inner edge of that left foot on your exhale. Inhale, nice tall spine, stretching the right fingertips high, and on the exhale, kicking into your left foot, pulling back with the left hand, little counterbalance there, counter pressure, hinging at the hips forward, dancer's pose. Inhale, come back up to standing, exhale, let it open. Inhale, arms come up overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Plant the hands, step the feet back. Exhale, slowly lower all the way down to your stomach. Forehead's resting comfortably on the mat. Palms come down to the sides of your rib cage. Toes are untucked, tops of the feet are planted firmly down into the earth. Nice deep breath. On your exhale, activating the quads to lift your kneecaps up off the earth, slowly raising your head about 30 degrees. No pressure through the palms or the fingertips. You can gently float the hands up off the mat. Elbows are squeezed down and together. If you're trying to pinch a pencil between your shoulder blades. Holding here, 2 more breaths. Staying active through the tops of the feet. Knees are engaged, quads engaged, knees up off the mat. Exhale, slowly lower all the way. When you're ready, we'll make our way onto our backs. On your inhale, grab the right knee. Exhale, squeeze it in. Circle it out. Change direction with your circles. On your next inhale, fingers are interlaced behind the knee. Exhale, send that heel high towards the sky, extending the hamstring. Core stays engaged here. Shoulders are squeezed down and back away from your ears. With each breath, really trying to send that heel up towards the sky. On your next inhale, bend the left knee, planting the left foot on the earth. Exhale, place the right ankle over the top of that left knee. Toes are pointed up towards the knee. Slowly start to rock your figure 4 side to side. Trying to make your way all the way to the left so that right foot plants firmly on the earth. Hands can come out wide. Shoulders are both resting firmly on the mat. Your right hip might be up off the earth a little bit. Try to open up that right glute, right hip. On your next inhale, come back to center. Exhale, drop all the way to the right, keeping that right ankle on top of the left knee, opening up the left hip. Again, both shoulder blades are planted firmly on the mat. One more breath here. On your next inhale, come back to center. On your exhale, we're going to take a bind here. So your left hand is going to grab for your right foot that was resting on top of the left knee. So grabbing firmly here. Exhale, send your left foot towards your right glute. You guys can see this here. So you're pulling with your right hand as your left foot, and your left hand has your right foot. Slowly start to lower both of your knees down towards the mat. Pulling up as much as you can on the feet.
Creating a little bit of a bind here. Gonna feel this more in your right hip, right TFL. Just working with what your body's able to tolerate. Again, shoulders are not up at your ears. They're planted firmly down your back, flat on the mat. Deepening with each exhale. On your next inhale, slowly release the grasp on your feet, coming back up to a figure four. Exhale, release that right foot down towards the earth. Inhale, fingertips around the left knee. Exhale, bring it in and circle it out. Change directions on your circles. Inhale, fingertips behind the knee. Exhale, slowly extend that left heel towards the sky. One more breath here. Really try to elongate that left hamstring. On your inhale, bend the right knee, planting the right foot firmly on the earth. Exhale, send that left ankle over the right knee, figure four. Left toes are pointed up towards the knee. Exhale, slowly start to sweep side to side. Eventually ending up, if you can, with that left foot planted firmly on the earth. Shoulders are planted down into the mat. Staying here for one more breath. On your inhale, come back to center. Exhale, drop the knees out to the left. Opening up that right. On your next inhale, we'll come back to center. Exhale, taking that same bind. So right hand is grabbing for your left foot. Left hand grabs for your right foot. Exhale, slowly start to press your knees down towards the mat. Really feeling your left hip open up here. Deepening with each exhale. Trying to find your edge. On your next inhale, come back up into a figure four. Exhale, send that left leg down to the earth. Inhale, bend the left leg, planting the left foot alongside the right. exhale, giving both knees a squeeze. Circle it out, rock side to side. On your exhale, send both legs long. Feet go out wide, hands go wide. Palms up to receive energy, palms down to close it down. Finding that stillness, allowing your body, your mind, and your spirit to be still. When you're ready, slowly start to bring some small movements back into your body, starting with the toes, fingertips, wrists and ankles. Circle them in, circle them out. Take a bend in both knees. And drop the knees from side to side. And when you're ready, turning onto your favorite side to a fetal position. Staying here for a breath or two. And then when you're ready, meeting in a comfortable seated position. Coming back to that intention of selfishness, self-love, self-care. I think maybe it's appropriate today to end the session with a little self-hug. So reaching around, grabbing for each shoulder. Thank you guys for spending the morning with me. As always, namaste.